At breakfast, Mom said, "Your sister's twins will take your room. They need more space to grow." As I opened my mouth, Dad slammed his glass and said, "Agree or get out of this house." I just nodded. A week later, I bought the house next door, watched them fall apart, and said, "Good morning," every day. I'm the quiet son, the one who remembers everyone's birthdays and runs the pastry shop, the one who fixes everyone's problems without being asked. My sister Sabrina is the golden child. Big laugh, right friends, and now twins. They're miracle babies. I contributed financially. That was always my job. Growing up with small cuts. Your sister needs it more. Don't make a fuss. I learned to say, "It's fine," and mean it. I keep a spreadsheet. When you feel control slipping, numbers help. By that breakfast, I'd fronted $18,542 in the past year. I'm not rich. I sell pastries for $4.75. It started small. $120 for textbooks, $350 for a traffic ticket. When Sabrina was 27, I paid $498 for a blazer when her card declined at Nordstrom. I skipped lunch 3 days to avoid overdrafting. I made her wedding cake for free, paid for the cribs, humidifiers, everything for the twins. 2 months before they were born, Dad called. "You'll handle the contractors. $42,000. We'll pay you back when things even out." Things never even out. That morning, I arrived at 7:40 with cinnamon rolls. Mom said casually, "Your sister's twins will take your room." My room, where I crashed after midnight shifts, the walls that still smelled like my childhood. "You practically live at your shop." "It's selfish to keep a whole room empty," Mom said. I opened my mouth. Dad slammed his glass. Milk sloshed. "Agree or get out of this house." I nodded. "Okay." I chewed without tasting. Dad's glass hitting the table kept replaying in my head. A week later at Sunday lunch, Dad started, "We found a contractor. You'll write the check. $42,000. Mom added, "Sabrina moves in this week. Get your things out tonight. Your childhood stuff can be tossed." Sabrina sipped her water. "Don't be dramatic. Also, can you spot me $600 for daycare?" "I can't," I said. Silence. "I can't write a check for $42,000. I can't pay daycare. I can't move my things so you can toss them. I can't do this anymore." Mom recovered. "We all sacrifice for family. I've sacrificed $18,542 since last May," I said. "Free cakes, deliveries, midnight calls. And when I asked to keep my room, you told me to get out." Dad leaned back. "You keeping score? You were already keeping it for me." Sabrina rolled her eyes. "This is about the room. This is about boundaries. I'm not funding your remodel. I'm not paying daycare. I'm done." Dad's jaw worked. "Then get out." "Okay," I said, standing. Sabrina laughed. "You're overreacting. You texted me 47 times last month asking for money. You Venmo'd me $8.99 for coffee. I always sent it. Not anymore." Dad said, "If you leave, don't come back." I'm tired of nodding. I drove to the bakery and opened Zillow. The listing had been up 19 minutes. 3-bedroom next door to my parents. The price made my stomach flip. I called the agent. "I'd like to make a cash offer on the house next door." 2 days later, the deed recorded. Thursday at 7:02 a.m., I stood on my new porch with coffee. Mom stepped out. "Christopher." "Morning," I said. Dad appeared. "What are you doing?" "Living." That afternoon, Dad came over. "You bought a house to spite your sister?" "I bought it because you told me to get out, and because I can afford to live without being told my value every time you need a check. So you'll just watch us?" "No," I smiled. "I'll say good morning, like neighbors do." Friday, Sabrina came over. "You're insane." "No, just done." "So you won't help with daycare?" "No." She stared. "I hope you enjoy your empty house." "I will. You're welcome to visit with a text first and no payment requests." Over the weekend, 67 missed calls. Mom crying, Dad disappointed. Sunday morning, I stood on my porch. Their door opened. I lifted my mug. "Good morning." No one answered. Monday, "Good morning." Tuesday, "Good morning." By the next week, their texts went from angry to guilty to quiet. Weeks later, Sabrina walked to the lawn edge. "You really not mad?" I was. "Now I'm done." "It was never personal. It was always personal. You just didn't have to feel it." She nodded. "The twins laugh when they hear you outside. Tell them I said hi." After she drove off, I sat on my step with my coffee. The quiet finally felt like mine. I looked at their house and smiled. "Good morning."